Lads. Oh my god, wait. Did I show the screen key? I didn't. Okay, it's fine. I hope I didn't at least. Okay. Can't click that. I can click that. Okay, that's good. Oh, I was worrying for a second. Okay, I'll fight. Oh my goodness gracious me. Okay. What do we watch? Okay, I said I was gonna watch
This is me in a high voltage lab 5 meters away from a 300.
Okay, lads, we are reacting to Max Fosh, Mr. Fosh. So yeah, he's cooked a steak with lightning to impress his girlfriend. Incredible stuff. I can never do this.
Strike.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And today, I've convinced them to let me cook a steak.
Let's cook, baby!
And this steak is just one of many dishes that I'll be zapping with bolts of lightning
It literally has bruleed it.
in order to cook an anniversary meal for my girlfriend, Maisie.
Yeah, a lovely meal that, Max. Lovely meal.
Can't even cook.
Every year on our anniversary, I cook my girlfriend an extra special dinner. The only problem is, I'm not the best cook.
I just cooked an active volcano, but
So this year, I'm going all out and giving
I
her
remember
a
that video.
shocking meal she'll never forget. But would this anniversary surprise cause sparks to fly?
the anniversary's ruined.
Or would I be responsible for an international incident
Oh my gosh.
that affected
what's
an
that?
instant anniversary surprise
What's that machine do? What's that machine do?
cause sparks to fly?
The anniversary's ruined.
Or would I be responsible for an international incident that
What
affected? Would I
is
be
that?
responsible for an international incident
Is that like a lightning machine?
that affected
those
an
exist?
entire country?
A blackout hits millions.
Before I wanted to cook the meal with lightning. Now,
How does this guy think of these ideas? Actually, like, how does one think of this stuff? He must be like... Sorry to be rude, mate. I think you're mentally insane.
I'm not Thor, but I can go to Spain because Spain is home to Europe's premier high-voltage lightning laboratory, Lapalec. Lapalec is primarily used to
What
test the
is
effects
that?
of
A
lightning
lightning
strikes on
laboratory?
buildings and infrastructure.
No,
But
no, dude.
I had been
How does
extra
it say
charming
that
and
those
asked
exist?
whether I could have free reign of it for the day. They said, "See." Well, actually, what they said, it's a high voltage lightning and it can kill, so please develop a little bit more the process of what you'd like to follow. So, with
Fair.
a process to follow, I flew to Barcelona with Maisie. And after a couple of days of loveliness, one morning I said I'd be gone for a few hours to
Great
prepare
stuff.
the anniversary meal.
Ben Vinguts. Pretty sure I went to school with a guy called Ben Vinguts.
I wanted to give Maisie
Yeah,
a
I don't
three-course
know
meal
about that
she'll
one,
never
buddy.
forget.
Now this is my idea of a good time.
So, for my menu,
This
I needed to
is what he clarifies as a good time. Okay,
select
interesting.
dishes that not only tasted delicious, but would also stand a chance of being cooked if zapped by 300 million.
So he just walked into the store and was like, yeah, see that chicken over there? That can get zapped. Yeah, crazy.
Watts.
Starter. What can you have? Well, by the bread. What bread-based things can you have for a starter? Bruschetta. Bruschetta could work. Let's use this.
Bruschetta.
One of the pieces of the bread out under the lightning. Well, bam! You've got toast. Bit of tomatoes on
I
the top.
don't
Great
know,
starter.
okay.
Moving on to main. This is where I do have an idea with the main. What can I pan fry nice and quick? Steak. Look at.
And know that thing where, like, you can't eat food. It doesn't work if you go, like, you know, like, the food has to be cooked through properly. Would lightning just, like, do the outside, or would it do the entire inside as well? I don't know if it's possible to cook it properly. Well, we'll see.
This. That seems right.
might be wrong.
Pudding. Got an idea. Now, hear me out. Creme brulee. Creme brulee literally translates into burnt cream. Those are two things that I can do with lightning. I can burn some cream. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Creme caramels, sauce. I think I'm all sorted.
I had chosen my menu. For starters, a lightning toasted bruschetta with fresh tomatoes and basil,
Ooh.
followed by lightning flamed steak, very rare, with char grilled
Very-
green
yeah, okay,
beans,
buddy.
finished off with a lightning bruleed creme brulee.
That
And I was
sounds
confident
delicious,
that Maisie would love my fiery feast. But whilst I was at the
Your
checkout,
fiery
something
feast?
strange happened. The conveyor
could
belt
be interpreted
suddenly
differently, but
stopped
okay.
working.
Not working.
The light went off and
Oh, okay, it stopped.
I don't know what do you call
The
it.
conveyor.
Oh well, at this point, the only thing that could scupper my anniversary plans was a nationwide blackout.
A
Oh, yeah.
blackout hits millions across Spain and Portugal.
Now,
What's
I
the
didn't know this at the
chance?
time, but I was in a supermarket that was running on a backup generator. But I was starting to realise the seriousness of the situation.
Oh my god, this is bigger than we thought.
Spain and Portugal have been hit by massive power cuts.
There's a massive power cut.
Trains stopped, planes were grounded.
Traffic lights in Madrid are not working. Spanish radio says parts of the underground railway system in the city are being evacuated.
Authorities and travellers across Europe deal with the chaos.
We haven't heard from the Lightning Lab yet.
Things weren't looking good. A spanner was truly in the works.
This is
Yeah, bit of a nightmare, that, isn't it? Bit of a nightmare.
bad news.
My only option was to head to the lab. Luckily, I don't need to worry about exchange rates as I have Revolut.
Oh
God,
my
Red
goodness
Bull are
gracious me.
offering
Now we'll
you
watch it through, we'll watch it
£20
through.
and the chance to win £1,000 when you
We'll
use the
watch it
my
through.
description.
I mean, I
You
can't
just
get
have to
Revolut.
spend
I'm-
once using your
I
card.
can't get
I've just
Revolut.
done
I'm,
it, and the
I've
money's
already
yours.
checked
I'm paying
website.
here in
see if
Barcelona
what's
without
what- it ain't
stressing
happening,
because
bro.
Revolut has exceptional exchange rates. And I don't pay any additional
Age-wise.
fees with my metal card. You can exchange currencies
That sounds
easily
good, sounds
in-app,
cool.
or
Revolut sounds
Revolut would
cool.
exchange them automatically if you pay in your home currency,
Also, you can earn
Right now.
Rev points every single time you spend.
which you can redeem for air miles, hotel stays, and even Amazon gift cards.
The metal plan gets you this real full steel card and perks like travel insurance, Uber One, and NordVPN. Right. Now,
Okay.
I've got the ingredients. Let's see if I can actually cook a meal using Lightning. Also, remember to sign up to Revolut with my link. Spend once.
Yeah, I
get
can't do
£20
that. Yeah, there you go.
and a
I
chance
can't.
to win.
I can't
Into
do
the
it.
lab, I saw the effects of the power cut in full force.
There really is no power in this country. The traffic lights are not even working. I'm not really sure what to do.
Without any electricity, there would be no lightning. And no lightning means no food.
If I can't cook this, my anniversary is ruined. This has gone spectacularly wrong.
When I arrived at the lab, it seemed pretty deserted, so I rang the electric doorbell, and to absolutely no one's surprise, it didn't work.
If the intercom at the Lightning Lab isn't working, I feel like the lightning's not going to be working. Like I don't really know what to do.
And with the phone towers down, I had zero signal.
I can't call the
Oh my
contact
god,
here.
they
Does
had
this work,
everything
or is it
down.
just like a myth?
But by some miracle, I eventually got hold of one of the lab technicians.
So I don't know what is happening right now.
Okay, do you know whether is the lab working?
No, because there is no electricity.
What?
Should we just go home?
Yeah.
This is really bad news. The anniversary's ruined.
With no hope of cooking time, could this be the end of my electric dreams? And had I forced the Lightning Lab to
Well,
make some
clearly not,
tests
'cause up in the
that had
video.
caused a national disaster?
Most power has now been restored in Spain.
No, not at all. The power came back on about 12 hours later.
Labalek, take two.
It was time for another go.
Is it all okay?
I don't know.
And right away, things were looking more promising
quite
than our
worrying.
first try, because today, the buzzer actually worked.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
last time. Wow. This is where lightning strikes twice and then thrice.
I was led straight to meet our oven for the day, and boy, was it the real deal.
Wow.
Very dangerous.
It looks like it. That red sign feels like it's doing what it needs to.
Yeah.
So it comes through that. What is normally done here? What's it for?
To test lightning rod and all the
Okay.
components for a lightning protection system.
But today, we'd be breaking new ground in the world of high voltage testing.
I've never cooked.
You've never cooked
You've
anything?
never cooked. If you have access to a big lightning thing, that's sort of like the first thing that's come to your mind, bro. Like the first thing.
No one else has done this before. We're breaking the boundaries of science.
And as such, before attempting to cook in the lab, I had to effectively sign my life away.
That says things like fear of electrocution and death in it, so...
Yeah, like. Yeah, fair. I mean, like, I get why you have to do that, bro, but like. Actually, no, if you're dead, how are you suing? Oh, I guess family members, yeah.
I'm really going above and beyond for Nays here.
But no need to worry about my untimely demise right now,
No, fair.
Shopping!
as it was
That's a
time
lot.
to begin.
I think I should slip into something.
Wait, no, let's. Oh, you already know what he's cooking. He's just seen it earlier. Oh, Chef
Anyone
Max.
can cook.
Before unleashing the power of the gods upon my unwitting beloved supper, the team
Okay.
had to power up the rod and run a test.
Power up the red wad. Bloody hell.
The test works.
And next in the firing
Yeah, it
line,
works. Safe to
an
say.
€8 sirloin.
So, steak. lightning rod. What's going to happen? I don't know. This has never been done before in this lab, so if this doesn't work, it's not going to be steak for dinner, but more steak tartare. And we're going to 900 volts? Kilovolts.
Sorry, I'm gonna just test this. Yeah, that's good.
Volts. A lot of volts.
With everything in place, it was time for ignition. In 3, 2, 1, liftoff.
Damn.
Success. But had it had any effect on the steak?
It hit the steak.
Not really.
It has struck it, but it has hit.
It looks more.
that
I've
tiny
seen more
corner of
better
the
cooked
steak.
steak.
So we'd have to keep striking it hundreds of times.
As my romantic dinner was in a few hours, this wasn't particularly feasible. So the team came up with a different angle.
We should do it with the stick up.
Okay, let's do
There
that.
we
Quite literally.
go.
Perfect.
Attempt 2 was a go.
Here we go.
Would it go flying? That's fine.
Oh my god. Do we have success?
Not quite.
I'm not gonna say it's cooked it. Can't serve that. It's really quite rare. We go again.
Attempt 3, 4.
There's been a few strikes. Nothing's really worked just yet.
Still no luck.
This is what science is all about. We're tinkering, we're learning, we're trying new things. Has it done something to it?
But no matter how
No.
hard we tried, it just wouldn't cook.
It's gone a little darker where the lightning came through it. I
Progress.
don't think I could call that cooking it. This seems to be cold lightning. Do you have any hot lightning in store?
But desperate times call for desperate measures.
Vale. We will try something different.
So it was time to bring out something with a little
Oh.
power.
Jesus.
I think perhaps we may have taken that one a little too far.
Oh no. There's carpaccio everywhere. How's it ended up over here?
Safe to say, the stakes were a little too high. I'm really sorry, but how often you get the chance to actually make that joke in real life?
Bit too much power.
So we went back to the drawing board with a backup stake, and after a few adjustments from dishy lab lead Guillermo, we decided to try one more time with high amplitude instead of high voltage.
We're lowering the stakes.
Last time I made that.
Well, you don't. Well, you don't power steak. Why would you do high voltage? You don't power steak. Like, oh, look at this. I have my 10-volt steak. Like, bro.
I promise.
Here we go. Oh my god, that is literally cooked by lightning. Oh, we got a bit of a char grill going.
Oh, that
my
works.
god. I have a meal. Guillermo, shake my hand. What a man. Look
Being
at
the sounds like a
that.
chef.
We've done it. A steak perfectly cooked in 3 seconds flat, using only the power of lightning.
Still hot, yeah. That is actually really hot. Let's just plate that up. Thank you very much. Perfect. Our main course,
It looks.
electric fried
Actually,
steak
it looks good,
with some
actually.
green beans. It's probably cooked, you know, rare, medium rare,
Yeah, but it looks good
definitely
for-
edible.
And with all the
Electrical
kinks in the
steak,
method ironed
electrical-
out, it was time
electro-
for the
lightning
rest of the
steak.
meal.
Time for the bruschetta. Whoa! It was like glowing.
Perfect electric toast.
It looks
Just
more
on
like
the
a fire.
outside.
It's
You
like
don't
it's
get
a
that with a
lightning
toaster.
strike, but
This
oh
is
well.
brand new technology. Let's get the bruschetta on there. Introducing the starter. Lightning fried bruschetta with the freshest Spanish tomatoes.
And of course, no romantic meal is complete without its dessert.
And for dessert, a creme caramel, which needs to be bruleed. The lightning will be doing the bruleeing. Go on.
That looks like more like
That
a
looked like I
lightning.
did something. Look at that. It literally has bruleed it. That is a win for me.
And with that, a 3-course lightning meal had been secured.
Mission
Is that
accomplished.
delivery back?
Now that my dream menu was a reality, it was date time. So I prepared the most
Oh.
romantic of picnics
Perfect date spot.
and waited for the VIP to arrive.
Hey,
Wait, lads,
I got us a
quickly,
picnic.
AFK, I'm gonna get a drink. 1 sec before this starts. Okay, lads, we're back. I've got steak now. Not steak. No, I do not have a steak. I will not be drinking a steak. I have a Pepsi Max Cherry. It's gonna be lovely.
Hey, put in flowers.
Oh, my favourite.
Happy anniversary.
I love. It smells weird.
That might just be me. Right, I have made us a picnic.
Out of words.
Oh gosh.
No. So, would you like to see your starter?
It's not going to jump at me.
No, it's not, no. Why are you so kind of
I hope so.
nervous?
I hope it didn't jump. Is
The
what I meant.
things you have cooked for me and made in our kitchen. We're talking fish sperm, banana,
Blood,
ratatouille.
rewind
Also
now.
a bit nervous. We're talking fish sperm, banana,
Fish
ratatouille.
what?
Also a bit nervous.
That's fair enough.
Ooh, hey, that's quite normal.
But it wasn't long before the feedback came rolling in.
So this bit is like bread. This is a little bit like a bonfire.
And as Maisie took a reluctant first bite, this was the moment of truth. Can lightning create delicious food? I'm going to take that as a no. Clearly Maisie isn't a bruschetta fan. Let's hope the main
Okay,
course
buddy.
goes down a bit better.
Ooh, why does that stink?
It's steak.
Smells like my dry ends after I've straightened it.
What do you mean? It looks amazing.
I don't know
Bloody
what-
hell, that does
no.
look bad.
I mean, it's striking in appearance.
That bit's crispy and that bit's mooing. These aren't even cooked.
You try some?
Because I love you and I trust you. Oh, actually quite.
I know I've gone on a drink, but like, I need something to go along with my drink, bro. I'll be straight back. Okay, we're back, lads. Yep. Okay, I've got 2 biscuits. Let's get
Tender.
munching away.
Why does it smell like that? Smell it.
Maybe we shouldn't eat the smelly meat.
No, don't eat it. Don't eat it. I feel bad. No, don't eat it. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. The last one.
What?
Creme brulee.
Looks like cat jelly.
With the menu getting a poor review, it was time to come clean about my
What have
oven.
you been up to?
So, I decided to cook you a really, really special meal. A meal out of this world.
You've been to space.
No, all the meals were cooked
What is that? Why is it hanging in the air? What is that?
lightning. That was a 3-course meal cooked using lightning.
Is that why it smells?
Yeah, I went to a lab
That's horrid.
and they shot high voltage electricity through a steak, through toast to make bruschetta.
Oh, and that's why it was so burned. And you've been with you for 6 years.
Yeah,
I'm like, all right then.
yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
And surprisingly, Maisie was rather impressed.
That's so special. No one else has ever cooked me anything with lightning. So
I wonder why.
it's actually our anniversary present.
No, of course not. We're going for dinner.
Thank God for the backup plan. If you enjoyed that video, make sure to watch another. I recently trained a racehorse to gamble for me, and he made... you're gonna have to watch
Already
to find
watched
out.
it. Already watched it. Oh. I don't know what to do next. I'm not good at this live stream stuff. I'm not good at this live streaming stuff. We're already 18 minutes in. We're only 18 minutes in. I don't know what to do. How many people stream for like 2 hours? Like, really? Yeah, I haven't watched this yet. Why not?
Have you ever been
We're,
scrolling
we're just doing reactions now.
on social media and you come across a clip that you're pretty positive is a fake podcast? I mean, it looks like a
Yeah.
podcast. You have 2 people, 2 camera angles, 2 microphones, and they're talking as if they're bantering on a podcast. Well, chances are your intuition's correct because those podcasts are most likely fake. I mean, they're just staging the conversation and they just want viral clips. And I think that's frankly a hilarious
that, lads.
premise, which is why today I will be doing exactly that. I will be creating a legitimate fake podcast in which the entire episode is fully scripted to optimize for viral clips, and we're going to see if I can be successful in this fake
I think that's
podcast
quite
genre and create some virality. Oh, and you're probably wondering why I'm in a disguise. Probably should have mentioned that up front. But the reason being is, of course, I want to disguise myself because there's enough people out there at this point that will recognize my face and they'll know it's ultimately a fake podcast. Because I want to do this legitimately where people actually think there's a chance that what I'm doing is real. This is honestly going to be a lot of fun, but we have a lot to do, so grab your popcorn right now and let's do this. Now, of course, when creating a podcast, the very first thing you have to do is create a name for the podcast. And I thought pretty long and hard about this because I wanted to have a good name, and I came up with Chatting About. There's three.
That's the most bare podcast name. Like, that is just so, like, average.
Reasons I like Chatting About. One, because it's unspecified. What are we chatting about? Nobody has any idea, so it kind of plays into the fact that we're actually talking about nothing because it's fake. Two, I like the idea of having spin-off podcasts in which you're chatting about, so you could basically have a podcast in which you break down our podcast, and it could be called Chatting About. Then you could have Chatting About, and so on. And then three, and arguably my most favorite, is that the handle is going to be Chatting About Pod on all platforms where we're going to post the clips. And if you'll notice, CAP. So the acronym for the podcast, the Chatting About podcast, is CAP, which means lie, which means the entire podcast is fake/a lie. It literally says it right here, CAP, right in front of you. I doubt people are going to notice. I think it's a little too deep. So for a picture, I obviously wanted to stay on tune with being like a fake podcast overall, but still want to toe the line. So I'm going to use some Gen AI via Grok to come up with this. So generate file pic.
So I actually just remembered I have a camera. Is anyone watching the stream right now? I know it shouldn't be. I think there was one person there earlier, but he's gone now. He's gone. Okay. While no one's here, I'm going to quickly go and grab a face cam. Have it somewhere in this room. Give me about an hour and a half right now. Okay, give me like a minute. Or less than a minute. I don't know where it is. I just know it exists. I know it's really bad camera. It's like black and white. I'm not even joking, it's like a black and white camera. I like a better camera, but I don't know how to use like an actual camera, not a face camera, an actual camera. As a, I don't know how to use an actual camera as a face camera. I've tried for ages, I just can't get to work with OBS. I don't get it. I'm gonna find you. Why you? It does exist. Oh, it's gonna be in the bag of electric stuff. I've got a bag of wires and it's horrible to go through. It's gonna be in here. Okay. Is it in here? And I'm pretty sure it is. I don't know. I can see it. You know what? I don't think it is. I don't see it. Oh no. Okay, I don't see it in there. It's in this room somewhere. Also, so if anyone here wondering why I switched to 720p live stream, and not running at 1880, whatever the hell I was at anymore, it's because, yeah, the stream went loads for some reason. I don't know why. Because it was, you see on the last stream, it was actually working. It was at 1880p, it was working. I don't know why it's not anymore, but well. Please, bro. Where are you, no lad? Why you? Oh. I haven't got in here. I found it! It's in the one thing I didn't want it to be in because it's next to, that's a vital thing I think I own. And it's not, oh, it's awful what it is. You don't want to see it. It's a sandwich. But a sandwich I just found and I forgot about, which is definitely gonna have to get thrown away when I'm back in school. Okay, I'm plugging it in. Excuse my bed. I've not made it this morning, I forgot. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hey Siri, turn off bedroom light. Okay, I'm in darkness. I'm in absolute darkness. Let me turn on a little light. Do I have a little light anywhere? No, I don't. I'm in a card news. Can I do this? Hey Siri, set the bed right to 1%. Yeah, lad, that's gonna have to work. Oh gosh, hello. It's so bad. Oh well. I don't know how to do this. Oh my god, hello. Can I crop this? Can I crop this? Oh no. No, I don't know how to. And here it is. I don't know how is that like a lot? Seems good. Okay, so look, 300. Another 300. Now the right could be like 250. No, 270. No, 250. 230. That should be good, lads. What's up, lads? Okay. This is good.
Picture for a podcast called Chatting About. Not cringe, though. Okay. I'm not sure this is gonna work. More graphic art with the
My AirPods need
text
to be charged.
chatting about written out or something with fun cotton candy color grade. In what world would I be using as a profile picture? Oh, here we go. This is what I'm looking for. I mean, oh, the one on the bottom right looks great. Oh, that's it. That's it. That is actually the podcast
That looks
profile
decent,
picture
though.
moving forward.
For AI.
I love that. All right, perfect. The description's going to be the only podcast you need, because it's true. All right, and then banner,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
just
it.
going to go
Okay,
with
buddy.
this. I just found it on Pinterest. Looks cute. All right, and just like that, the channel is live. I think it looks beautiful. Wow, what a very visually appealing podcast. It does look real, and I think it's kind of funny because it's going to be so contrasted by what we're actually talking about. All right, so our Instagram is live as well now, so I was able to get Chatting About Pod, so it also looks similar. And then TikTok also. So Chatting About Pod across all platforms, and we have the same description, same profile picture. We're up and running on the 3 platforms where I will be posting the clips from the pod. So now that we have the name of the podcast, the profile picture of the podcast, and then even our social media pages for the podcast set up, the next thing we need, of course, is the set. And I obviously can't use this background because it will become too obvious that this is my room, and then people will bring it back to me. They'll be like, oh, Sambuch is running an experiment. And so I have to do it somewhere that's not on camera, and I have the perfect spot. So come with me. So there's actually a hidden area of this room that isn't on camera, and this is where I'll be putting the podcast setup. So here it is. Voila. So there's just more empty space here, but I figured I'd put these 2 sofa cushions right here, and I think it ends up looking decently like a set. So So if you just go in here, I picture me sitting there, my co-host sitting there. I'll have a camera going there, camera going there, and then the wide shot will be right here. So that's the set. I mean, you're gonna see more once we kind of have it set up and put together, but just nice and simple, kind of white background,
That's
two
for you,
sofas.
lads.
You're gonna have two guys just lounging there talking, and you'll notice I said two guys because I need a co-host. So me and somebody
Ooh.
else.
I'll be
If we're doing
co-host.
bantering clips, I need to go back and forth with somebody. Otherwise, it's just me making a YouTube video like right now, and that's gonna become too obvious. And also, what's the point of that? That's not even a podcast. So I decided to recruit my friend Michael, who has appeared a bunch of times on the channel. Here's just like some quick footage of him.
4 dogs. So this is actually dog food. I got that dog in me. Bark, bark.
I think he's hilarious. He's one of the funniest people I know, so he should be a really good partner in going back and forth on some of these videos. Which takes us to the next challenge. We need to come up with stuff to
County's
talk
interesting.
about. So according to this website, edisonresearch.com,
Hello.
the top podcast genres by
Oh, that's
reach
good.
are as follows: comedy, society and culture, news, true crime, sports, education, business, health and fitness, religion, spirituality,
Yeah,
TV and
yeah.
film, etc. So basically, I figured that the
Rewind.
business
Music podcast. Music podcast. That doesn't sound alright, you know. That does not sound right. Leisure. What's leisure meant to mean? Comedy podcast.
health and fitness, religion, spirituality, TV and film, etc. So basically, I figured the best way to do this is to come up with segments that
I
touch
look
each
so
of these
white.
top genres. So then
Oh
ultimately,
my god.
we're
My skin is like bright white with this webcam. I've just clocked how white I look. Like, it's like bright white. Mental.
reaching as wide range of people as possible because, again, the goal is to fool a lot of people. So based on this, seeing how popular comedy is in the podcast space, all of our conversations are going to be underpinned by comedy. So they're all going to be in jest, like we're kind of joking the entire time, but we don't want people to know that we're joking. And then the topics that we've discussed are going to be along these subgenres. So for instance, on a genre like kids and family, we're basically going to be talking about how
So we're
like
gonna
your
do an
family's
alpha male podcast like with kids and family. Daddy Pig's an alpha male. Take in what he says. Daddy Pig owns a company and does gambling and stuff. Be like Daddy Pig.
holding you back. And we're going to do it in a way in which people aren't really sure if we're serious, but we're going to be saying some absurd things. And then for government, we'll make up like some lie about something that the government's doing, and so on and so forth. So leave it to me to do some brainstorming on this. I'll come up with about 12 different segments that are 3 to 5 minutes that we can put into the podcast to make it about an hour. And then the goal, of course, is to cut this up into short form content and then post it on various sites like
So it is a real
YouTube, TikTok,
podcast.
and Instagram. Now let's get into the podcast.
parts.
So the whole idea of making these
mean,
podcast
like,
clips is to like
is that what
use
you all
that
do?
classic cringe podcast music in the background, and then also we were just going to caption it and just kind of make it look like one of those podcast clips you'd find on like YouTube Shorts or TikTok. So here's the first one here.
When you get married, your net worth drops by 20%.
I don't know about that one.
20% from getting married?
Yeah, they call it like the car dealership effect. You know how they say like the second you drive off with a brand new car, like it starts devaluing?
Oh, that makes sense.
Like think
That
about all
is
the
so
expense.
obviously Sambucha, bro. That is was blatant obvious. That is blatantly obviously Sambucha, bro. Like, mate. I swear. That is obviously Sambucha, bro. I've just face planted straight into a bed. Like, what the hell? Why have I done that? Oh my god. Why is it so obvious, mate?
I think that looks like me. I really don't.
If you start having kids, then that just exponentially goes down.
True. Nothing he said here is false, which is why I believe that some people are going to believe that this clip is genuine.
No, but I don't. Okay, no, I don't want to say it like that. Yeah, who wants to deal with airline food? Okay. Trump, I mean, he's not even really married to Ivanka.
Okay,
Melania.
buddy.
Dude.
How
After
does
this, we
one
want
not
to talk
be
about sports,
really
and so we
married?
talked about how rugby is the new football, despite the fact that rugby worldwide is much bigger than football. So we had a very American view of rugby.
You should see this ball, copy paste of football. Same exact ball. It's like
Same shape, everything?
same shape. Even the guys are in, I mean, they're not in as good of shape as American
I
football
mean, these
players.
are Australians, New Zealanders.
Yeah, I mean, they're fine, but it's just like, it's a little
I think this music is so funny.
As far as I understand, they can't qualify qualifier for the Super Bowl, yeah.
I think this one's going to bait a lot of people because globally sports is something where people are just so like gung-ho on supporting what they support, especially rugby, because I know it's like treated pretty seriously in like Australia, India, etc. So I like that one. Now, since comedy is the most popular genre in podcasts, we of course had to tell the funniest joke ever told. Here it is.
Goes up to the bartender and says, "Can I get a shot?" Bartender's like, "Sure." Pours him the shot, takes it down, nothing. Then 5 minutes later, he asks for 2 shots.
I like the stoic face.
Takes him down, nothing. Not even a wince. You know he's done this before. And then 10 minutes pass, he asks for 3 shots. And then he pours them like he did with the first shot. And then like with the second shot, he poured them. And then he takes them down. So then 20 minutes pass and he asks the bartender one more time, "Can I get 4 shots?" Keep in mind, this is 1 more than what he previously asked for. The bartender, all right. The bartender cuts him off.
And then what?
The bartender cuts him off.
Oh!
Yeah, cuts him off.
What? Chat, what's he saying? I don't get it. Oh, okay, bro.
Actually, one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard. So that one's not even a troll. That is just genuinely, I thought, like the funniest joke that I've ever heard. So I told Michael, like, oh, tell that on the pod, tell that on the pod. So he told it, we cut it up like that. I think it's hilarious. So I actually believe a lot of people are going to think that's super funny, but let me know what you guys think. We wanted to talk about personal finance and technology because both of those are popular subgenres of podcasts. And so we talked about how you should be able to deposit cash from your phone.
Why can't we just take a picture of cash and then upload it to our bank account?
Yeah, exactly. It's in your possession. It's your cash. And what if I want to spend it on Amazon or eBay, something like that? I can just upload it.
Wait, why is that not a thing?
That is genuinely a great idea, and I don't know if anybody has the logic to kind of go around why that wouldn't work. But if you're in possession of the cash and you take a picture of it, and then all of a sudden invalidates that
because
cash
like I got the logic. Let me explain. It would not work due to the fact they cannot prove that it is fake. Like, what I'm saying is, on money you have like the little holographic things, like the blue light and stuff to make sure that is real money. But like, do you know how complicated that will be for them to like check blue light whenever they're scanning money? Like, nah, too much, bro. Too much. It ain't happening. But you know what? If it was possible, if it probably is possible, but if it was, then like, yeah, epic idea. But currency is not long left. It will be gone soon.
Possession, then it goes into your bank account. Why doesn't that work? Actually, a legitimate podcast talking point right there. I think there's gonna be a lot of personal finance people, technology people, government people interacting with this one, so I'm excited about putting this one out. We of course had to talk about personal development and kids, and the best way to do that is talking about how we don't like our kids. Disclaimer, I don't have any kids, but if I had them, I'd probably like them.
You're a father. I'd say so.
I don't really like my kids. I love them. I don't like them. I
True
don't
statement.
Like hanging out with them. I think they're a nuisance.
I see what you're saying, because like
Family channels are gonna love this. I actually think there's a world where too many people agree with this, because I know there's like a lot of bad parents out there, and they're probably like dying for somebody to say this. So I think there's gonna be like maybe a really negative cohort of people who like attach themselves to this sentiment.
The kids just don't do anything for me.
It's such a sacrifice. I haven't seen mine in probably 6 months.
Okay, buddy.
Cut off at the end there. Yeah, I think this one's gonna get eaten up. Now, historical podcasts are some of the most popular ones, so we wanted to talk about the Boston Tea Party and specifically how it relates to Boston today.
So I was in Boston. I mean, we were in Boston for the podcast 2 weeks
This is
ago.
true, by the way.
Boston doesn't serve tea.
And notice we're giving some context as if we're an established podcast by talking about how we were like doing some sort of nationwide tour in Boston a couple of weeks ago. And I also just wanted to note, because I've just been noticing this, my pants are like kind of riled up a little bit. Just don't look in that area.
What do you mean?
I went to a Dunkin' Donuts. You know, Dunkin's all over Massachusetts.
Yeah,
but
it's like their
mainly in
biggest
Boston.
thing there.
Yeah, you can't get tea there. I went and ordered an unsweetened iced tea, as I normally do. Okay, it's like, oh, can I have an unsweetened iced tea? She looks at me, she says, oh, we don't serve tea in Boston. It's not allowed. I said, what do you mean it's not allowed? She said, well, ever since the Boston Tea Party, yes, 300 years ago, we are not allowed to serve tea.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect? Like Boston Tea Party, banned tea forever there.
I
If
don't
you live in
think
Boston
that-
or the
I don't think
Northeast
that
or something,
happened.
you guys, I'm
Oh,
sure
okay.
can, acknowledge this point. It's crazy. It's truly, it blew my mind when I went to Boston and I found this out. So I think a lot of people from that area are gonna be like, oh yeah, like you didn't know this? Like, yeah, it's a huge thing over there. So I fully expect people to be on board about this.
So I went to Dunkin' Donuts in Boston while I was doing a show. I asked for a green tea.
Wait, while you're doing a show?
Who are you?
Now, no fake podcast would be complete without talking about red pill content, and so we decided to talk about how much money do you need to live comfortably, and we ended up saying a pretty outrageous number.
How much money should you be making to live comfortably?
This is my favorite clip.
I think about $100,000 per month is enough to generally do the things you want to do. So if you want to go to nice restaurants, you want to take a girl out on a $10,000 date and not flinch about it. Yeah, money is easy to make. It's never been so easy to make money than it is right now. It's so easy to make $100,000 a month. If you're not doing that, you have to reevaluate what you're doing.
That's absolutely true. Also, this one, we could roll some of the outtakes. This took probably 20 minutes to say with a straight face.
E-commerce, drop shipping, crypto, all these things. No, that's good. I mean, the other day, we were in the pit together. We were in the Millie Billy Club the other day with our disciples.
What?
Wait, I want to get this.
Onto fitness now, and he wanted to talk about the law of thermodynamics, specifically calories, and talking about how they are an absolute myth.
All you need is 20 minutes of cardio a day, and you can eat as much as you want.
Wait, well, what's the logic behind that?
You can't eat enough calories to outpace the amount of energy that your body is just passively using up during this state.
You know what? It makes sense. I'm going to try that.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of people who may comment on this and be like, wow, this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Because this legitimately is one of the dumbest things, because it's like anti-science about a very known thing, which is calories and energy. So that one I expect maybe a couple of like science heads to be like, this is so stupid. Although all of them, technically, people can be saying that, and probably will. From here, we want to talk about news and current events, and even the government, and so we made up some fake news about how the U.S. has officially purchased Greenland, but that never actually happened.
So you see the U.S. has officially bought Greenland for $53 billion from Denmark.
Who's paying for it?
I guess we are, U.S. taxpayers.
First off, $53 billion is incredibly low, so I threw that number in there because, I don't know, it's one thing to be like, oh, this didn't happen. It's another thing to say, oh, that's an absurd number. I feel like it would be much more than that.
Oh, hey, speaking of that, it looks like the first thing they're doing is adopting the U.S. dollar.
Wow. Would you go?
Would I go? I think that traveling there would be cheap now.
Canada and Denmark won't really appreciate this one, but we got to rage bait a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest island.
What about like Australia?
It doesn't count.
Why not? It's surrounded by water.
I know, but you can make that argument then like Africa's the biggest island.
Can you say that planet Earth is an island?
Yeah.
Next up, we wanted to talk about conspiracies, because conspiracies are super popular on podcasts, and so we decided to talk about the secret tunnel that's in LA.
So in LA, there's a tunnel that rich people have access to, and their cars can go underground and travel through it, kind of like the Boring Company, just like a tunnel. And in this tunnel, there's secret Starbucks, McDonald's. There was a barista from a Starbucks who was NDA'd, and then she ended up breaking her NDA, and she spilt everything on what happens underground.
So the crazy thing is that's potentially true. And yes, it is a little bit of like an urban myth, and maybe that's something that's not true, but there's also, I think, equal evidence and conspiracy to it being true. Who knows? I'm curious to see what gets the best response, because conspiracies like that people love to engage in, and it's kind of true. Like, have you ever...
Pause. I didn't think it through. Like, I'm not even just saying that. Like, I didn't say that on purpose. I didn't actually mean that. Like, that just came up.
Seen an ultra rich person sitting in traffic? Probably not.
How do you think the rich travel around LA?
Hyperloop.
No, don't answer.
Got a little bit angry and threw it at my mouth.
Of course, no podcast is complete without talking about true crime, because true crime documentaries are the craze right now, and so I ended up talking about a true crime documentary that I recently watched.
As she's driving home, there's a van that's following her.
No way.
You actually see this van pull right past the house. As she pulls into the driveway, the van parks just ever so slightly past her house. And this is a dark gray, bluish van. So this man gets out of the car as she's going to her front door, goes in the back of his car, pulls out an item, and now he's beelining for the front door, directly where she's going.
Do we know what he's like holding? What he grabbed?
No idea. So he gets up to the door area. Just in time, she's able to enter the door. She shuts the door, so she's fine, right? Yeah. Goes inside, and then all of a sudden, there's a knock on the door. Goes outside, looks through the peephole, no one's there. But she looks down, and there's a package.
Oh, that's so creepy.
And it's an Amazon package. It was the Prime driver.
Happens to the best of us. You know, you think there's somebody stalking you, and it's just your guy giving you your one-day Prime delivery. That one took so many takes to do as well.
Walks up to the house, and then just leaves.
And he's a gooner.
Pulls into the driveway, right? Dude, I watched the Amazon guy. So there's this woman. It's dark outside, whatever. It's like bluish or something.
It's got a little arrow on it.
So there's this woman.
Okay.
And finally, we wanted to end things by talking about movies and TV shows, and so I decided to give a super hot take that you won't believe that I actually have.
Hot take, Breaking Bad. I just finished watching it. Really good show. And I know that's controversial.
Really?
Right? Cancel me. I know it's
I
controversial.
think I might come for your throat.
I know, and
That's
I know
crazy.
the comment section, like, no, what? Listen, watch it. It's a good show. I know that that's not a widely held view. Really good show.
Wow, there's like a ton of good shows, and you're saying that that's like better than what, Family Guy?
Better than Family Guy, better than Big Mouth, like really good show. When I say this, you have to watch this.
I've actually never watched Breaking Bad. That might be the coldest take because everybody agrees with that. So I figured that was a good one to play around with because that's like the #1 rated show all time.
I think it's one of the best shows of all time.
Better than Big Mouth?
Oh, way better than Big, and I love...
Better than Big Mouth? Better than Family Guy?
Better than Family Guy, better than Big Mouth. No, just do it again.
All right, so the podcast is now officially complete, so going to go ahead and post these 12 clips all over social media and then revisit things in a couple of days.
You know what? I don't usually memorize what TikToks or YouTube, whatever the hell I've been watching. Do you think I've actually, I probably, what if I see one of these videos? Maybe, I don't know.
Or weeks or months, who knows? And we're going to see ultimately if people know it's me, if the clips got popular, and if we ultimately fooled somebody into thinking this was real. So it's been about a month since we recorded the podcast, and now at this point the clips have been marinating in the algorithms of YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram for about 30 days. So we're going to check out to see the performance of them and to see if anybody caught on. Starting off with YouTube, 137 subscribers? Really? That's kind of crazy on a brand new account. So you'll see the 12 shorts are here, and wow, look at the average views of all these. 5,000, 7,000, 1,000, 1.1K, 3.3K. All right, so in total, it looks like this page got like 20, 30,000 views on a brand new channel. That's kind of absurd. I did not expect to have some sort of virality to it. But let's go through some of the comments. Let's see what people are saying, if anybody is fooled. We're going to start off with the most popular one, which is going to be this one at 7K, the secret tunnels in LA. Sambuca with a wig. First of all, my name is not Sambuca. It is Sambucha. Booch, gooch, looch. Think of ooch. What is Sambucha doing? Off-brand Andrew Tate. I ran a secret podcast channel. Okay, well, you were correct. This is not meant to be an experiment either. This is meant to purely be if people fall for it, which looks like some people did when I spread false information on the internet. Never knew rich people ate McDonald's and Starbucks. Guys, this isn't Sambucha. Thank you. Okay, so at least some people recognize the fact this is a normal person. 54 comments is not nothing, though. Let's go into Breaking Bad is a great show. 81 comments? I didn't even realize it was Sambucha until the end of the video. That's actually kind of crazy. There needs to be 1,000% tariff on podcast equipment. This isn't a hot take, though. How in God's name do individuals find this stuff? Kind of cool how a lot of people still don't even realize it's me. Okay, so we actually rage baited this person, Hudson Ryan. How the blank is that controversial? So some people seem to not actually understand it, which is great to see. It means that the podcast is working. Let's try Boston doesn't serve tea. Literally tea shops in Boston with 4 likes. So people are actually thinking this is real. That's just a lie. A quick Google search will show otherwise. Rugby is the new football. Clearly uneducated about rugby. That's actually crazy that a lot of people don't even understand this is satire, which is great, which means the experiment is ultimately working. Because yes, there's people who ultimately know it's me, and yes, that's fine and dandy because people for some reason are able to find brand new channels. If you guys are on these videos commenting, I have no idea how you do it. I don't know if the YouTube algorithm serves it to you. Are you just searching for this? I don't know where it comes from. However, for the people who aren't here because they know who I am, I think it's actually amazing that they have no idea what's happening. All right, so a little bit disappointing on TikTok. I just refreshed it and there's 0 followers, 0 following, 0 likes. There were some views. One video actually has 13 views, which I guess is kind of nice. And there's not a single comment on it. And actually scrolling through, nobody commented on any of these videos. So I guess these never officially hit the algorithm like YouTube. Let's check Instagram though. Okay, so interestingly, we actually gained a follower on Instagram. Oh, and the Reels actually got pretty solid views. One got 1,000. No comments though. Let's see if there's any comment on any of these videos. Ooh, view hidden comments. If you take a girl on a 10K date, you are the ultimate simp. I bet get in all... Oh, okay, that's kind of nasty. But hey, somebody commented on Instagram. So it looks like Instagram was a flub, TikTok was a flub, but YouTube was great. I think in total we got about 20,000 views on the videos, which I didn't expect, which is an average video view of about 1.5K, which is awesome. Gained a couple hundred followers. I'm sure after this video also, those videos will probably end up getting more views. The entire podcast actually has a cut up version, so I put the link in the description in case anybody wants to watch for whatever reason the entire hour of just kind of us making the clips and getting through it. I think it's pretty funny. So if you wanted more context to things, it's there. But yeah,
let's watch some football highlights. Let's see what matches we're on. Super score. What have we got here? What's the biggest game yesterday? What would it be? I know technically it would be Liverpool because they lifted the trophy, but like, what's the actual best game? 2-0. Yeah, why not, bro? Why not? Aston Villa. Controversial. Okay. Wait, am I allowed to do this? Wait a minute, I'm gonna have to quick check. I don't know if you're actually allowed to do this. Okay. Can you reaction on stream? Wait. Lads, I'm gonna check ChatGPT for this one. Okay. Can I watch Sky Sports Prem while on stream? Let's see, lads. Please. No. What fair use? Okay, wait. Okay, how long is it? It's highlights reacting to on stream. Do I even care, mate? I'm not even monetized. You know what, I'm just going to do it without the audio. I'm going to do it without audio. I'm going to pause a lot, lads. Real talk. Why is Harry Maguire turning into a winger again? He did it versus Athletic, and he's doing it again. Awful past that. Awful. Lads, look. Look how simple that pass really is. Wait, lads. That's not even a difficult pass. Can you see the floor? Okay. I'm going to show to you how simple that pass really was. Okay, look. I understand this boy has seen better days. Listen, I was using it at school. A concrete kind of destroyed it. It used to be a Champions League football. It's not anymore. Oh, this is how simple the pass truly is. So he's clearly hit too much power. You want to put power on it, like, oh, I've hit it on the string. Look, I've hit it on the string again. The ball's not great. I blame the ball. I keep hitting it on the string. There we go. It's that simple, lad. I don't know what. You know what a monkey like? Anyways, here we go. Let's get back to this. Should I keep the lights on from that one? I think I'll keep the lights on from that one. Okay. Look, my bear. He's holding a guitar. Crazy stuff. Really doing this stuff. Actually, should I do this? Well, guys, I'm gonna try something. Let's see. Okay, wait. What if I got to deactivate that. Okay, I got it. Okay. Oh. That's good enough. I should go tone it down a little bit. There you go. Even before the call was even made. 3-0 is a pen? Oh, that's nice in the last game for United. I don't really care about the other ones because I don't want to take any risks here. What have you conceded? Bloody hell, they were battered. Okay, buddy. How long have we been streaming for? We're an hour now, guys. We're an hour. The £50 computer. $50, but what can you do? Which one's better? I don't know. Oh my gosh. I played against Ronaldo and got his shirt. Good job. That is not. What the hell? He couldn't attack his school, so he attacked the little girls. Oh. Yeah, he started like mental stuff. The day Cristiano Ronaldo ruined my childhood. Oh no. What are we gonna do? Tom Sky, big up Tom Sky. Watched everything he's ever made in my life. In his life. What does it? The unique threat that makes Matthias Cunha impossible defend. We're going to do this. Here we go. Liverpool have made approach. Okay. Xabi Alonso, yeah, we already knew about that. That's going to be scary, though. Napoli director, we've been working with Kevin De Bruyne for months. Okay. Mental stuff. Luke and I had such great chemistry when we played together. When I left him, he became the conductor of the team for years. He's been a great legend. I'm lucky enough to coach him in the Club World Cup. I'm going to try to enjoy it. Hey! That's something I care about. That doesn't... Jonathan Tarr, okay. And we need him. Any... oh, that's funny. I'm joking. Eric Ten Hag, yeah. I mean, he might be good, he might be bad, we don't know. Was Man United the problem, or was Eric Ten Hag the problem? I don't care. Cunha, bro. Cunha, bro. Big up Cunha. I'm happy about last minute my day. Who's that? Jean Garcia. Yeah, he's good. I know because he got team of the season. Is that? That's Ancelotti. Okay, I couldn't see properly. I might need glasses. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh, let me turn this up as well. Okay. Let's go off there. That's enough of that nonsense for today. Laser Beam opens up about his personal struggles. I've not got 40 minutes. How long have I actually got? Closer to 30. What's this? When we have a great academy, they just buy younger players and develop. Chat. Am I right or am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? Hey, what the hell's going on there? What does she do? Watch. Wait, F5 resets the page. I didn't know that. Should we try and play some bingo? Why not? Shorts bingo. Why can't I just... Why would I want to print that? Okay. Got it. Now we're gonna do this. YouTube. Gala bingo. Bring it on, lads. We can do this. Okay. Can I do that still? Yeah. Hot actor edit. Okay. Wait. Oh wait. No extra stress, no extra worries. If you're done with your ex, move on to the next. If you're done with your ex, I've accidentally connected my thing. I've got my own live stream just here below, make sure everything's working correctly. So I've got my live stream down there and my headphones just connected to the live stream. Here we go. No! Just like it, so it doesn't affect my... I can't do that. Oh well. What's this? YouTube short skit, cringe Minecraft, okay. Okay. What does that even mean? What's going on? Right, okay. Skip. That's a skit. I'm crying as TikTok because this is meant for TikTok, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, it's not. Okay, I'm just gonna do both of them. I don't know what that's meant to mean. Okay, yep, this should be it. This is technically a mean compilation. The man's anger because of the ads. I wish it was just edit here, and not game edit. What's going on? Oh! Oh, shut it up.
Mom, say mom. Mom, mom, mom.
Oh, dope. No, no. Shy boys. Yeah! Oh, come on, we got edits now. Oh, I seen date and I just went in. Is this challenge? Nope.
Okay, this juice says I must
Oh, there you go, TikTok. TikTok gets done anyways.
Maybe some water. Definitely need some.
Little child. Okay. No. No. Mum's dressing like daughters. What okay. Okay, buddy. Who are you? And how did you get into G? Not technically. As an edit. George. No, she's a model. Nope. Get out. Nope. So many challenge videos. Which challenge is on here? Oh, wait. It should be there. Nope.
First one to get this wins. Butter.
Go for it. Speed, Matt. Let me in your mouth.
Why you always taller than me, bro? Bro, you low, bro. Alright, bro. Peace out.
Oh. Okay, interesting. Listen, bro. I'm just begging. Mr. Rowan Atkinson's hot, okay? I don't care. I don't care anymore. I just want to get. I just want to have a chance. Oh my god. Goofy our face.
Happy birthday, Steve. What? Go to the other side.
What's fate? Sports. I couldn't care less.
Times when famous singers became voice actors. Bruno Mars gave his voice to a parrot named Roberto in Rio 2. With his cool and smooth voice, he made the character really fun and charming.
Ah, so you're the lucky bird who swept Juju.
I just want to scam or something.
This is the kid I babysit.
I swear. If there was something else. Reaction.
Oh. Wow.
Goofy, yeah. Nope.
Yo, bro.
Nope. Nope. The Goofy video. Wait, no, that might be 0 likes. How is that not 0?
Working out with the stretch band. Oh. Oh. Oh.
I'm disappointed. Damn. Okay, buddy. Made the animals run away. What's even going on there? That's vile. Ugh.
Perfectly natural, happens all the time.
That wasn't me, that was you.
All the time. Working out with the stretch band.
That's sickening. Cleaning
These
out
are the
it.
top 5 iconic ringtones of 2025. The ones pretty much everyone has on their phone because they're just that chill to listen to. No wonder they blew up on TikTok. And
What are
seriously,
my
the
ringtones?
last one, it's on every phone. Drop your favorite in the comments. But first, smash that like button. Number 5,
Wait.
All the Stars.
I might do that. Might add that.
Number 4, Chubina. Number 3, Animals. Number 2, Ride It. Number 1, Enemy.
Goofy out emo villain like ass song.
These are the
ringtone.
top 5 iconic ringtones of 2025.
I mean. Oh, I lost track. Rick and Morty. How have I not seen Rick and Morty yet? Oh, Avengers Glare. Get out. There's a song playing. We had food already, I swear we did. That's fine, okay, that's food.
These are the top 5 most
Kill
iconic
that.
songs from 2016 to 2020.
We've
the
had
ones
so
that-
many songs. Sarah likes her game edit. Those are the 2 most reasonable ones, I think.
These are the top 5 fastest songs in YouTube.
Bob, where's my...
Oh my god.
I make the face.
And you make the sound.
I'm doing this, forget it.
What is the name of Thor?
I feel good.
Really? Who's stronger than Thanos? Thor.
Who can pick up Thor's hammer? Captain Marvel.
Don't you dare.
No.
Oh. Nobody. You're all not worthy.
You can ask the flowers. I sit for hours.
What's going on? That's not it. Is that interesting?
Excuse me? Why are you so cute?
Oh!
I'm Piper Raquel, and this is why I'll never forgive my mom. I started filming videos with my mom when I was just
Goofy,
8,
Tim G.
and
John
back
Paul
then, I
Garrett
had
song.
no idea what it really meant to be
This
in
is
the
my
public
story.
eye. I thought my mom was my biggest supporter building the squad just for me, but I had no idea that was the start of a nightmare.
Yeah, I don't allow it.
टिकट भाई टिकट इल्ले इल्ले क्या इल्ले टिकट नो टिकट नहीं तो नहीं चलेगा भाई फाइन भरना पड़ेगा आई मीन मेरे पास मेरा टिकट है इसको
Oh, you can't do that.
Okay. Wait, now we can win Twitch to win all the date.
These 5 funk songs.
Nope.
This family.
Oh god, we're ending up 35. We're gonna end up 15:35. Yes! Lights are disabled. I don't care. I'm counting that. I think that's. Yeah, I'm counting that. Okay.
These are the most subscribed YouTubers.
Come on, come on, come on.
Ready, set.
Please. We might also do it. Oh, we can do it, I think. It's gonna be hard. Cringe Minecraft. I don't think Cringe Minecraft and hard and game edit's gonna be that. It's gonna be hard to get.
I think my fiance.
I don't know if we're about to do it. Lads. Quite end it. Okay. Well guys,